Hello, my precious students. Today we're going to learn about why we don't send a bard to slay the dragons.
Nani the fuck?
We're going to learn about Bystials. Bystials is an archetype that even I, until recently, didn't know much about. For me, they didn't really come up, but I do see why they're the most sought-after hand trap lineup. They act as DD Crow for light or dark monsters against your opponent. However, they don't have to rely on your opponent to have their light and dark monsters. Bystials have the ability to special summon themselves from hand by banishing a light or dark monster from the graveyard. With so many decks with light or dark cards being main decked, Bystials have been getting utilized. Not only that, but they also have added effects that when they're sent to the graveyard. Starting off for the splashable engine you're more than likely going to see, we have the Bystial Lubulian. Unlike the other Bystial monsters, you're likely to see this one can only special summon itself by attributing one level 6 or higher dragon monster. It also can't be normal summoned or set. Sounds bad, right? Well, we're actually going to be using its discard effect to add one Bystial monster from deck to hand. You also think this 2500 attack and 3000 defense monster will never see the field. Remember that special summon effect that I mentioned earlier? Well, that doesn't just work from hand, but from graveyard as well. Which will also allow its Bystial brethren to also utilize their set to grave effects as well. Most times you'd run this card as a 2 or 3-0, depending on the deck. Next in our lineup, we have Bystial Drusworm. Hope you've been paying attention so far, because now we're getting into the hand trap side. As mentioned before, this is one of the Bystial monsters that can special summon itself by banishing either a light or dark monster from either graveyard. However, like its counterpart, it acts like a quick effect if your opponent already has a monster on the field, hence why they act like a DD Crow. When Bystial Drusworm is sent to the graveyard, it will target and send one special summoned monster on your opponent's side of the field to the graveyard, which makes for a decent disruption. This card is usually a 3 of, since it's a card you want to see in your hand. Finally in our lineup, we have Bystial Magnum Hut. That name is really hard to say. Just saying. At least for me. English is hard. It has the summoning effect and condition as Bystial Drusworm. However, their final effect is vastly different. After it's special summoned, it will add a dragon monster from deck to hand on the end phase. Usually add Bystial Drusworm from this effect to utilize as a hand trap on your opponent's turn. This engine has been seen in different style decks lately, Sword Soul being one such archetype, and with Ishizu tier limits being a thing, Bystials don't seem to be going away. In fact, Invoked are showing to be a more focused engine with Bystials, despite Invoked slowly falling off being relevant as a rogue deck. I hope this helps better understand how Bystials work, and I most definitely hope it helps you in your next deck build. If you have any questions at all, don't be afraid to ask in the comments below. If you feel I missed something, please let me know. I'll be happy to use this information to better inform everyone, and as always, I'll see you in the next lesson. Class dismissed.